Okay, I greet you one more time. Just to announce we are television active as I speak. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein, welcoming you to Homo Politicus. We tackle any issue that's raked up by the environment. Today, Cubana chief priest in the eye of the EFCC storm, docked for Naira abuse. You know, when Justice Abimbola Awuboro of the Federal High Court in Lagos sentenced crossdresser Idris Okuneye, aka Bob Risky, to 6 months in jail without any option or fine, opinion was largely divided in the country, as you would expect. Today, the EFCC appears not done yet with Naira abusers. The anti-graft agency has arraigned Pascal Okechukwu, better known as Cubana chief priest, in court over Naira mutilation. The said offense was committed on February 13th, 2024. Now, do I trust the EFCC to go the whole hog, or do I expect Nigeria to happen to the case? After all, we know that the same EFCC had lost prima facie cases in the past before now. Let's tell you that the accused has been granted bail in the sum of 10 million naira. His passport has been surrendered, and after he pleaded not guilty to the offense, not guilty of the offense. Sometimes you wonder if we do not deserve the kind of justice system we have here. Let's have a discussion. Cyril Abaku is here. Cyril is the broadcaster, communications expert you want to listen to. Cyril, welcome.
Thank you, Citizen Joe.
Yeah, so Obi Cubana is in the eye of the EFCC storm.
Sure
Did we see this coming?
Sure he is. Yes, if what the EFCC said 2 weeks ago is anything to go by, then I think that in a way the harvest, the gathering in has begun, because what we understand to be Naira mutilation or Naira defacement is something that has been with us for God knows as long as.
It appears like a middle name for us.
Yes, exactly, because our partying culture goes pari passu with spraying the naira, spraying wads of cash at either the celebrators.
Sorry, the white does not spray?
I am not sure.
Okay, go on.
I really can't remember
watching and seeing. I'm asking, because the EFCC is telling you and I that Obi Cubana, chief priest Cubana chief priest, spent 2 hours mutilating the naira. And 2 hours is a long time.
That's quite a long time.
So it presupposes that if the richest man, people like the South African, what's his name again?
Murdoch Rupert.
Murdoch and his cousins would spend like 2 days spraying.
Perhaps even our own Aliko Dangote and the likes of Otedola and Co.
Yeah.
Perhaps would have spent a week or more spraying.
Yeah.
But having become law, okay, we've gone past the question of value judgment and of the morality of spraying the naira or not. Right now it's law, and we're dealing with law. Before Bobrisky's case, there was another lady, an actress, who was also arraigned and convicted. But let me just take a detour. In the case of Bobrisky, there was popular concern, widespread concern, as to the fact that this man was a first-time offender. He came to court and pleaded guilty. He didn't seek to waste the time of the court. He didn't seek to rigmarole. He said he was guilty. Now, the law has a maximum sentence of 6 months
Cyril, if you committed murder as a first offense, you expect the judge to be lenient with you?
No, but the law, Lady Justice or Mr. Justice, is blind and is seen to hold a scale.
Okay.
So not all offenses are the same, quite frankly speaking. Some offenses are misdemeanors. Some are actual criminal, So in the case of spraying the naira, you didn't kill anybody. It's an offense nonetheless, because the law has codified it as being with prohibitive clauses. So if you now go against what the law says, it's an offense, yes. So, but is it weightier than murder? Certainly not. Is it weightier than armed robbery? Certainly not. Is it even as weighty as kidnapping? Of course not. So the judge, so the court also reserves the right to mete out punishment that it feels is worthy within the ambit of law. This is why the punishment for spraying the naira is not death. Neither is it long-term prison. It's just 6 months or 50,000 naira or both. But in the case of Bobrisky, we saw that for a first-time offender, the court didn't even look at option of fine. It just went ahead to say maximum sentence all together. Well, this is what the court has done, and in doing that, the court didn't break the law. So, but
we let that.
Yes,
go.
we let that go. But morally speaking, we can ask questions and say, I thought there was a room for first-time offenders. I thought a justice could temper justice with mercy. With all of those questions come into the picture. Now, in the case of Cubana chief, the EFCC, after it had prosecuted Bobrisky, now came up to say that there are many more celebrities that are going to have to face the wrath of the law. But I'm thinking that if the EFCC is sincerely going to prosecute or charge all the celebrities who have been guilty of spraying the naira, the question then becomes, even if you tried one celebrity per week, how many can you finish trying in a year?
Okay.
So how are you even...
At least 52.
And this is already close to mid-year. If it is one case per week, how do you now hope to conclude? So how do you now hope to... well, but I mean, again, it's the law, right? And it's taking its course. Perhaps this will serve as a deterrent and a lesson to people who want to show that they have money by spraying it.
Yes, see, let me state that every Nigerian has the duty to obey the law and to have the right to expect the law to be enforced.
Sure does.
Yeah.
What I would rather think is that we can achieve fast compliance much faster if a first-time offender was made to pay, was given the option of fine, convicted and given the option of fine, and then if the person was brought back to court a second time, the person is jailed. But I can tell you that if we've prosecuted Bobrisky, and now Cubana chief priest is next, I think that the next party you attend, you won't see anybody spray money. You won't see it again. Even if
so deterrence will be working.
Or even if they will spray, you won't see them put it on Instagram and say, "What is money?" money in water, and then be spraying it. I don't think that they'll continue doing it. I mean, Cubana chief priest is even not the guiltiest. You need to only, we've seen videos from 2010, 2011, maybe earlier, but let's even come to 2010, 2013, between 2010 and 12, downwards. But there is a particular celebrity who has a machine loaded with money. All you need to do is to come and just press a button.
And the notes will be flying
out. Come on. They'll fly like pigeons let out of a hole.
Wow. Are we looking at a resurgent EFCC or an EFCC boss who is backing and biting?
No, we are not seeing a resurgent. I think what we are seeing is a diversionary EFCC actually. Citizen Jones.
No, I don't understand.
You have a chairman of APC who we saw on video, on tape. At the point, people even had to change his name from what it was to putting the D into dollar at the end. He is chairman of the APC. Today, it is his own state government that is bent on prosecuting, not the EFCC. That's one. Number two, the president has had to fire a minister. At least two of his, one a minister, the other one the head of an agency. The government said that they traced monies to their personal accounts. No, to private accounts, one. The other one was that the minister in breach of extant civil service rules or public service rules ordered the transfer of money into the account of a staff of the ministry. And the EFCC has not done anything. Let me say this. There are financial crimes and there are economic crimes. It is possible that spraying the money may be a financial crime. But what is the impact of that on the economy? Somebody spraying money. Is that really a criminal offense? Except that the state has made it criminal. How is that really criminal? Somebody took money and sprayed it. It is not really a crime, except that we have said it's a crime, so it's fine,
Yeah.
it's a crime. But the president's ministers who have stolen...
See, we are practicing democracy.
Yes, we are.
Even if we say we are aping the Americans. But the Americans don't spray the dollar like this.
It is a cultural thing, Citizen Jones. If they don't spray the dollar the way we do, it's fine.
Yes.
Yes, but for us it's a cultural thing and we can stop it. There's no culture that fell from heaven.
Well,
I agree with that.
Yeah. Seriously, the national currency is a national symbol. And you should
There's
not...
no-
No,
there's
hold
no
on.
doubt.
And you should not be seen messing with it.
There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
I am not against the codification of the spraying of the naira as a financial crime. For example, in America there was a debate about the flag, whether people should burn the flag or not burn the flag, whether it should be criminal or not. Those debates will continue. There are debates that border on patriotism, nationalistic feelings and so on. It's fine. I have no problems with saying that if you spread the naira, you go to jail. But they want that you have a meaning, whom even the president has fired for breach of money in billions.
You expect the anti-graft agency to...
No, why? What is the excuse for not having gone to pick them up? And then you have a correctional service that glibly comes to say that the private organ of of the inmate is intact.
So,
Come on.
Cubana chief priest, yeah.
That sounds like entertainment to me. The private organ of the inmate is intact.
No. Cubana chief priest is in
As
the
far
eye
as
of the
I'm
storm.
concerned, all of these are diversionary.
Okay.
For very obvious reasons. The economy is in dire straits. That is true. Price of things are astronomically high. That is true. The dollar, they say the dollar has come down to 1,000 something. Is that in the official market or in the black market? So government is celebrating that the dollar is crashing in the black market now. Government and its apology are celebrating the crash of the dollar in the black market. What could be more disingenuous than that? The Nigerian government is celebrating the crash of the dollar in the black market, not in the I&E window. That doesn't sound quite right for me.
See, what you've said now, what you said before now, has provoked a statement credited to the late American Attorney General, Robert Kennedy.
Kennedy, yes, Bobby.
He said, let me quote him, every society gets the kind of criminal it deserves, and what is equally true is that every community gets the kind of law enforcement it insists upon.
Yes, so what we should insist upon really would be to pick up the high and mighty who have committed not just financial but economic
crime,
sabotage, outright sabotage. But because they are on the president's, we also when a former president, when Sheikh Sani said that when people in the enemy camp commit crimes, they use insecticide and everything to go after them. But when those on the president's side are the ones committing the crimes, they spray deodorant or so these are the issues.
Or an air freshener.
Good. Is it possible? Does government believe that by prosecuting people who spray? And by the way, when they spray money, one, it could be considered celebration. Two, people pack those monies and go and, I'm just looking at it. It's a charitable thing, really. Yeah, so, but economic crimes, people are stealing billions. And the government cannot do anything about that. I've even read opinion articles where people are saying that it was time for the president. That sort of thing. If Nigeria wants to go to equity, it should go with clean hands. Don't leave the bigger thieves and go after children, people who didn't steal, who committed no crime in reality, other than the fact that we have codified spraying of the naira to be...
See, we all were here when it became law. Became very unlawful to abuse the naira. So we can't go to court over that. So if you impugn the law, you should be punished.
No, of course, and I'm totally for that. Bobrisky is in jail. I don't think I'm sad about it.
Okay.
Obi Cubana too, if indeed he knew what the law said, but decided to play big boy, then it's up to him. Interestingly, he's the first person I will personally
Have you heard things like, crazy things like, I'll kill you and nothing will happen?
happen. Now, this is the first person I'm hearing that has gone to court to plead not guilty. Because Bobrisky and the other lady before him,
Pleaded
and other people,
guilty.
yeah, I mean, he plead guilty and told. But we feel the law is straightforward. But in his own case, he has even said not guilty. Let's see how.
It means the legal jabs will commence now.
The fireworks will now come on stream.
Yeah.
And we like to see how both parties bring their games to the table. It will be interesting, and we're going to create a precedent for what is unprecedented and what we've not seen happen before.
Why we are here is something we cannot come to terms with, because we shouldn't have been here by now.
We should not be. But sadly, Nigeria is a country where the rich and the affluent have a disdain. Yes, no, but have a disdain for law and order. It's there. Have a disdain for. They feel like when you tell them to obey the law, do things by procedure, they feel that their ego is being attacked, and that they are stronger than to just than to be that the law is for the poor. So this should serve as a lesson to us. And again, in a criminal matter, we've been told that the matter doesn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be raised up anytime. I hope that they're able to go back in time to gather evidence.
Crimes are not time bound.
Yes, they're not time bound. So I hope that they can go back in time and check as many. I mean, because if you want to do this, don't look for the small fries who can be got anytime, who are no defense. Look for those who, when you have dealt with them, can will serve as a proper message. And you won't find those ones spraying money as such. You will find them as thieves in government houses, as thieves as ministers, as thieves as commissioners and as governors.
Yeah, serious. But if we have developed this crazy penchant, as the white man would say, for spraying, don't you think the art of spraying at a time like this has a negative influence?
It does, because people who come to parties just see money flying, and they want to get that money by all means. I mean, we've seen crazy people.
I think one governor in the north, was it last week, was shown spraying money from an open top vehicle.
Yes, and so yes,
that more like abusing the people.
Of course. So in some cases you see people spraying the money with their hand, just flinging it in the air. Sometimes it's the bail that they carry, and begin to literally haul it at people. Now, there was a case in Ogun State where a traditional ruler, I think of Obafemi Owode also, carried words of the naira. I don't know how he joined them together and made a neck wear or something like
Necklace
that. Necklace or something, but very long, a garland. And put it on.
Like a bouquet?
Yes, bouquet. And put it on the neck of a musician. The Ogun State Traditional Rulers Council suspended him for 3 months. The EFCC should pick him up then. Yes. For as many who are not bound by immunity. I mean, if you went to the NTA, you will see several hundreds and thousands of weddings undertaken by high society. So you go after them and pick them up, so that it serves as a proper lesson to as many. Because if you don't deal with the high and mighty, it will be taken as malicious bias against common Nigerians.
Oh, yes. Okay. So in taking this thing home, let me bring this here. Let me infuse this. We develop the kind of citizens we deserve. If a large number of our children grow up into frustration and poverty, we must expect to pay the price. Sure, we will, and I think we are in a way, because people have now seen money as an escape. Okay. They will do anything and everything they can, if only to amass as much money as they can, because they will feel that the future, the destiny, is to have plenty of money and be able to spray it at will.
which is not where we want to be. We want to be a society where values reign supreme, morals are valued, and where principles matter. Until we come to a society where the invisible rules the visible, we will not go anywhere.
So, in conclusion, we say welcome Mr. Pascal Okechukwu, a.k.a. Cubana Chief Priest, to the fray.
Welcome to the fray.
Yes.
Actually, now that he has pleaded not guilty, let the fireworks begin.
All right, then. We'll apply the brakes here, but not before thanking Cyril Abaku for your time.
My pleasure.
And again, everything, you know, including the bad, will happen for our benefit. And I trust that the Cubana Chief Priest, who is in the eye of the EFCC storm today, would learn his lessons. I hear that experience is the name we give to our mistakes. Let's see how it goes. I'm out of here, but on behalf of the Backroom Boys, this is yours very sincerely, Citizen Jones Hussein, saying bye-bye now. Take care. Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.